Hey guys, it's Avery here with GroundX Machinery. We are at our temporary location in Ocala, Florida. I do want to apologize in advance. Hopefully my mic's working okay. We got a bunch of traffic going by, but that is good. That's what we want. I had some colleagues of mine that I've been pretty close friends with here for a while, being in Florida. They have allowed us to temporarily place some of this Rippa equipment that we have here to get some high visibility. We are on the we are on the southeast side of Ocala on State Road 441. My buddy of mine said that he did some calculations and he had tens of thousands of cars, according to the Florida DOT, passing by his location here. So I shot him up about maybe putting some machinery here, and he said, you know what, why not? Let's see how it works. There's another couple locations on this road that we're interested in that we might be able to utilize as a full-time permanent location as we get going on this. But temporarily, we just want to see if we get some traction here. But this is what it's all about. This is how you get started. It's easier up north in Indiana, where we have a full-blown showroom and service center and all that. But you know, sometimes you don't have the money to do all that right off the bat. So I wish we did, but we're gonna try to do this the old-fashioned way down here. So I got two pieces of equipment I just picked up. So we're gonna set them out here. I just went to one of the local printers here. I got some signs made up. So showcases, price per month, phone number, stuff like that. So we're gonna put these out here, kind of give people an idea. I'll take a hammer to that. But I'm excited. We had these out a few days ago without any signs, and we were already getting some people approaching us when these were just sitting in the parking lot. They didn't even know they were for sale. We offloaded them off the trailer, and they approached us asking if they were for sale. And we're like, you know what? They are. So super excited about the visibility these are going to be getting. But yeah, we're going to see how this goes. If these get some good traction this weekend, we're going to run down. We're going to, as you can see, we have an R10 Eco. We have an R15 Eco. I would love to get an R18 and then maybe even some skid steers as well. I think the skid steers would be really popular in this area. Central Florida here is big in the equestrian horsing community. So they have a lot of horse stalls they need cleaned out, a lot of feed, a lot of everything to do with horses, farms, stuff like that. So skid steers would be awesome in this location. But down here in Florida, it's pretty calm most of the year, but you get a hurricane down here, these things are gold. So building up for that, I don't want that to happen. But if for some reason we had a big tropical storm come through, I want to make sure that we would be prepared with inventory. But we'll get there. Like I said, up north we have a big location, we have a service center, we have showroom, all that. Our goal is to get that down here, but we need to kind of fill this area out because we don't know what to expect down here yet. I put out some Facebook ads, did some advertising there on social media, and we're getting a good response. We're getting a lot of people reaching out to us wanting to see the equipment. I haven't had a location for them to meet me yet, but now we do, so that's good. But yeah, getting a lot of people reaching out. We're really excited, really getting this going. One thing we're really excited, and I think I touched on it on the last video, is the Florida community of dealers here, working with our the guy in Sarasota that we're working with. We have a guy in Okeechobee we're working with, keeping the network of dealers here in Florida family, and how we're all going to be working together. And we're going to keep the same pricing. We're going to work together on service and warranty claims. We can work together on getting each other parts if a customer needs it. If I have a customer that I've sold something to, say north of Tampa, and he can't make it over to me, well, maybe he can run down to Sarasota and get his unit service there. Or if he has a guy, he can run up and service it there. So really excited about that. That's going to be really, really good. A little different than up north. We've unfortunately, we've reached out to a few other dealers up north where we've had customers come in and we weren't able to get a piece of equipment to them quickly enough, or we've had some issues with parts and stuff. I'm talking a onesie, twosie occurrence, but they haven't been very responsive with us in working together. So they don't hesitate to try to, I don't want to say swoop in, but take advantage of any situation they can to get a sale. We're not about that. If somebody calls me and they're 10 miles away from another Rippa dealer, call the Rippa dealer. Yeah, I'll get with the Rippa dealer. If he doesn't have the piece of equipment that you want or a part that you're needing, I will confer with him and say, hey, that's your customer, but he's coming to me. Do you want to work together with this? Are you cool if I make the sale? Or do you want to do this together? We're not about stealing customers, okay? We're not going to be advertising outside of our area. We're going to maintain a bubble here in North Central Florida. We're not going to go to Alabama, okay? We're not going to go to Georgia. We're going to stay in our area. I'm not going to be advertising purposefully. Unfortunately, with Facebook and other social media, that's hard to do nowadays, but purposefully, I can set where I want my ads to show up, okay? So I'm not going to be putting ads in the dealer in Sarasota's area, the dealer in Okeechobee's area. If another one pops up in Orlando, I'm not going to advertise in his area. I can adjust where my ads go. Other businesses we have a fairly extensive background in advertising online and social media presence. And I'm fully aware of how finely tuned you can select your target area to advertise. You can do it down to the zip code, sometimes even down to the street that you're advertising on online. It is insane. So, but yeah, we're gonna keep it local. We want to focus on improving on our model up north, where we're focusing on after sales support. We want to offer warranty claims. We have a service center here set up, a temporary one that we can help with. So if we were to sell some equipment and something were to happen, I want to give these customers down here peace of mind, not only with the network we have with other dealers, but with us also. Rippa has been amazing to work with here recently. They're really, really on their game. Getting us parts has been quick, okay? They are on it. I had one the other day, it was 2 days. I had a hose come in. They've been on it. The service people that I'm in contact with Rippa, they've been great. Shout out to the warehouse managers. I contacted one of them in Virginia the other day, actually yesterday, and I had a customer in our northern location, and he was asking about a piece of equipment and it had a certain safety feature on it. And he was worried about some hose, or the hoses were, and he wanted to make sure he was getting the newest piece of equipment. I was able to text that manager at the distribution center here in the States. He went out to the lot where they have all the machinery. He took a picture of the machine and texted it to me to ensure when we ordered that customer's machine in that it was going to be arriving exactly how he wanted it. The response time was incredible. It was within 3 minutes, and he was super impressed. Again, working together as a team in the Rippa family, it means it paints this picture for the customer that we're all together. Where as a dealer, I can whip out my phone, call a manager at a location states away. He answers in 4 minutes and gets me a picture, and I show the customer. That's amazing. It truly helps make the sale, where you're not texting somebody at China and, you know, it's like, well, I'll get back to you hopefully tomorrow. You know, my connections that we have in China, our service reps and our sales reps they're texting me on the weekends now, okay? I woke up this morning, they're giving me inventory updates, and I had a couple questions about the R10, which I'll show you here in a minute. They're always adding new features and stuff with things, but I had a question on one of the new features that came in on the new version of the R10, the diesel model, and I said, hey, what's this? And I am not kidding, they responded in 1 minute over in China. Asked me to send them a picture, I sent them a picture and they responded. It was incredible. So Rippa has really upped their game, like I was saying, on their response time. Unfortunately, that's not the case for all the dealers in the States yet. They're getting better. They're creating a team, I guess you could say, of dedicated people that can help service certain states to get answers quickly. Through the grapevine, I'm hearing that they're going to be sending over people from China to the States to be here full time. So we have on staff Rippa service techs that are certified and can answer all the dealers' questions that are here in the States during regular business hours. So if I have a question at Tuesday at 11 a.m., I can call them and they'll answer. So that's super, super cool. We're excited about that. They're getting the warranty stuff really dialed in. They're excited. They're sending us pictures of containers and all kinds of parts that they're getting in stock. And I'm noticing that the response time is getting quicker, like I said. So it's so nice to see. But yeah, no, for us personally, what we're seeing down here, Rippa, one of the big selling points of Rippa excavators and skid steers is the price. So the reason we chose the R10 and the 15, I mean, if you look at the pricing down here, now shipping down to Florida is a little expensive. So you'll notice that the price down here is more, but that's because it costs a pretty penny to ship these down to Florida, okay? So there's a little more logistics involved in getting them down here, but you're still getting a great quality machine, fresh out of the factory. So the R10, the R15, those are our most popular movers right now, okay? We're starting to see really big interest in the R18s as well, just for the sheer lifting force of them, the reach on them, the digging depth, but these are our golden boys right here. These are the ones people want, so these are the ones we started with. Like I said, we'll get these out of here. We're gonna keep these specific ones here because I had 2 customers yesterday approach us and like, we'll take them. And I'm like, well, what about the other 20 people that are gonna wanna see them this weekend? And I can't, unfortunately, just like up north, we have to keep these in stock so people can see them. Say I have 40,000 people drive by today, which that's the numbers on this road. Am I gonna sell this machine to make what? You know, and I'm gonna miss all that traffic going by? No, I can't. I just can't do it. Unfortunately, I'm gonna risk losing the sale to make sure I get as many people to see these as we can. Okay, that is super important. You have to show the machines. They want to see it, and that's the fun part about doing this live. I do have a hammer. I just put those in there, but everybody's been great to work with. Okay. We've been so happy, and they're getting better. Yeah, it takes time. You know, Rippa is a massive company. They have hundreds, I don't want to say thousands, over 1,000 employees, okay? They're a big company. Things take time, okay? So yeah, some dealers are upset about certain things where it's taken longer than it should to get parts and stuff. And yeah, it's very frustrating. In the corporate setting, it takes time to do some stuff, okay? So they're getting better, it's getting quicker, the response times are improving, they're getting us parts. So if we all just, as a dealer, speaking to the dealers here, hang in there, they're working on it. We need to settle down a little bit, work together, and we can create a dealer network where if we all work together, it will make the selling experience better for the customer. We need to give that impression that's who we are, because we are, okay? You come to Florida or area in Indiana, you're gonna be treated like, I don't wanna say family, that sounds like a little sales thing, but we're gonna treat you good, okay? We care about you. I got a text from a customer this morning. He bought an excavator from us 2 months ago, okay? I delivered it with Kurt up north, and he woke up to a backed up sewer line this morning, okay? He sent me a picture, said he saved $2,000 digging up his pipe in his yard, and he just hearing back from customers that they want to tell you, hey, I was able to use it for this. Hey, this came up and I was able to use it for that. That's awesome. We love hearing about that stuff. Okay, please, if something comes up or he's like, look what I did with this excavator I bought from you guys, show us. It's fun, it's neat, it's cool to see what you guys are doing with this stuff. We like it, we enjoy this, okay? We want to put you in a machine that you're gonna use every day, okay? If not every day, hop in it once a week, or, you know, it's fun. This is fun for us. We're enjoying this, okay? Anyway, wanted to introduce this location here. As we get going on this and we see better demands, we're gonna get a better location. Our intention is to get a showroom, service center, a permanent location down here, because we are seeing the interest down here and the need for it, and the other dealers we're working with has been great, and we're seeing now this is gonna work down here for us. So, but yeah, we'll be keeping you guys updated how this is going. We just like showing you the process and how we get new locations started like this. We hope to just keep doing this. We're gonna try to do this as many locations as we can, and try to spread the positivity and responsiveness of Rippa as a whole, okay? And we're gonna show these customers Rippa is gonna be a brand you are going to be able to recognize here in 3 years. When you walk into a heavy machinery dealership anywhere, you're gonna be looking around, it's like, do they have Rippa? Okay, that's our goal here, okay? And we're gonna work with the team, the higher ups at Rippa, to make sure that happens. And if you're not on board with that and you're just in this to make a quick buck, well, you're not gonna be around much longer, okay? So anyway, we're excited. Keep tuned in here. We're gonna be doing a lot of in-depth videos. I'm gonna be doing some product videos. I'm gonna be up north here soon. We're gonna be doing a showroom walkthrough. Our team up there has been busting butt getting our showroom done. We just had the final decals put on the wall up there, and we have everything in stock, all the skid steers, all the machines. We're gonna be working on our service center. We're excited to show you guys what we're doing, and we're excited that we can put it on film, and our friends in China can see it too at Rippa, and they're excited to see it. So we're excited to show it. But yeah, I'll let you guys go. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. If you want to see some machinery down here in Central Florida or Northern Indiana, reach out to us. Again, we're GroundX. Yeah, we're here. We're here to stay. Thank you, guys.